run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph, run it back.
It's Madden NFL 24. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Chiefs and the Jets on Sunday night primetime.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a 2-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great... I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. If you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Able to find Gray here. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. We'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Mahomes going to throw. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
In motion left is Davis. Now it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now Mahomes, and he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You talk about this Jets defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Mahomes throw here complete to Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Great catch and first down by Kelsey, who somehow continues to improve. 10 seasons and 7 All-Pro nods in. At this point, we've moved past just calling him a future Hall of Famer. Now we need to just start saying he's one of the greatest to ever play the position.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw on target to James. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now Wilson changing the play. Hall again on second down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure I would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Wilson. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They go play action now. Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Jets had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
No doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
Now Cook running right. Down to about the 23. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Wilson's throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Third down, here's Campbell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Let's go now. Head to 60. Head to 60.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And another negative play there as they stop him again. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. And out come the Chiefs now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And this pass caught by Gray. A big play there for KC. 49 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. Mahomes going to change things up. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Well, in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And New York set to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here is 3rd and 5. In motion left is Davis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. In motion, the tight end. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
a 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. George Karlaftis. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. From the right hash, this from 48. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive at the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he's up past the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Mahomes firing complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right in midfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Mahomes now on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. Once more, it's Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go. It's no gain on the play. And now they're looking at a third and goal. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Noah Gray there to make the grab. And the Chiefs have retaken a third-quarter lead. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Brought down by Willie Gay.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw is Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On the run, it's Davis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. The Jets on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense ready to go again. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On second down, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by James. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw on target to James. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And again, it's Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And New York set to take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up from the 38 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Wilson. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Wilson. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And quickly, they get to the line.
Gain of 26 yards. That's good for a Jets. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This is Lazard with a catch out left. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Complete to number 10, Alan Lazard. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jared Wilson from 21 yards away. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And it'll be intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Now Patrick going to change the play. Mahomes to throw on second down. A dump down to McKenna. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now 2nd and 5.
At the 38-yard line.
Headed straight. It's Pacheco. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And New York set to take the field. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the handoff of Abanikanda. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And they'll go again with Abanikanda. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. In motion right, that's Wilson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. A solid stiff arm. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another 1st down run right there.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Wilson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Off to Wilson it goes on the end around. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the return will stop right around the 25.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And New York set to take the field. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And Wilson wants a different look. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Ball start. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. A give running right is Hall. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. Now it's Davis. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Zerline good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 7. A little under a minute to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Here's Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Mahomes. Finding Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is 1st and 10. Mahomes.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Here's 1st down.
Mahomes. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Butker on for the PAT. And now the kick is blocked. And the Jets have got it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it, and maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they give great effort there, blocked the extra point, and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Giants, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And they'll hit the road.